$4 to $5 million. That was the value of the empire Ronan Keating had built. But in 2010, he didn't lose it in a bad investment. He didn't lose it to a rival label. He lost his reputation and nearly his family over a single voicemail. And it all started with a phone bill. If you grew up in the 90s, you know the name. In 1993, a 16-year-old track athlete who dreamed of the Olympics walked into an audition, sang Cat Stevens, and Ronan Keating became the youngest member of Boyzone. The band was a monster. 25 million records, 6 UK number ones. It was the dream. But just as the fame peaked, tragedy struck. His mother, Marie, died of breast cancer in 1998. It was a loss that changed him, leading him to establish the Marie Keating Foundation. He seemed like the perfect son, the perfect pop star. But perfection, as we know, is a mask. In 2010, Ronan was packing for a move with his wife of 12 years, Yvonne, when the mask slipped. She felt the distance, the secrets. So, she went looking for the truth. Yvonne got hold of Ronan's phone bills and saw a number she didn't recognize. She dialed the number. It went to voicemail. She heard the voice of Francine Cornell, a 26-year-old backing dancer for Boyzone. The affair, which had been going on for 7 months, was out in the open. Here is where the story becomes more than just tabloid gossip. Ronan tried to deny it. He claimed they were just good friends. But Yvonne did something completely unhinged. She called Francine and asked to meet. Francine agreed. They met at a hotel for a quick 20-minute conversation. It turned into a 5-hour, several bottles of wine therapy session. They realized they were both victims of the same man. Then, the police knocked on the door. Someone had filed a missing persons report. Imagine Yvonne's words, "Tell me you're strippers." Ronan knew he was cornered. He finally admitted to the affair in an interview with Piers Morgan. He wrote a desperate apology in the sleeve notes of his album Duet, calling his wife the light to bring me back. But it was too late. The trust was gone. They separated in 2012. The nice guy image was shattered. And just 3 years before, he'd lost his best friend and bandmate, Stephen Gately. Ronan Keating was at rock bottom. This is where most artists would have faded away. But Keating is a grafter, a lesson he says he learned from his father. He went to Australia to judge the X Factor and met TV producer Storm Yektritz. He married her in 2015 and built a new family. He moved into radio, breaking records on Magic FM. He started touring again. He didn't just survive the scandal. He reframed his public image. It wasn't just about the music anymore. It was about the lesson. Today, Ronan Keating isn't just a guy from the 90s. He is the only artist to have 30 consecutive top 10 UK singles. He's sold 20 million records as a solo artist on top of Boyzone's 25 million. His net worth sits around $45 million. But more importantly, the Marie Keating Foundation has become a vital life-saving service in Ireland. He turned the personal tragedy of losing his mother into a global movement. Ronan Keating's story is a warning. It's a story of how fast it can all go away. But it's also a testament to the work required to get it back. As he says, be kind to everybody on the way up, because you meet them all on the way down. The pop star who risked it all for a mistress ended up losing his family, but he found the humility to rebuild. And in an industry that chews people up and spits them out, that might be his greatest achievement.